Hey Pisces, this is Camille, and you are watching Millennial Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me again. This is my third month of tarot reading, so this is going to be your November 2017 reading, and just a quick shout out and thank you to all the Pisces who watched last month. So I'm going to get right into it. I'm using the typical Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and I'm still using my Aboriginal Dreamtime deck by Mel Brown. Past, present, future is going to remain the same, and this applies to you if you are Pisces anywhere in your natal chart. It's also important, like anywhere. Okay, let's get started. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. What are the messages for Pisces, November 2017? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Pisces, the whole thing. Pisces that are watching. What is the messages? What are the messages that you have for them? Okay. So in the past position, we have, past that makes sense for you, High Priestess. In the present position, we have the Major Arcana card of Temperance. This is also the Sagittarian card. And in the future position, we have the Nine of Swords. Don't despair. I'll get back to that and we'll circle around and we won't finish until we have a happy ending. So for the High Priestess in the recent past position, so the High Priestess is the card in the deck that kind of represents inspiration. It represents information, knowledge. At her darkest, it could represent keeping secrets. It's also the card that comes right after the Magician card. So it's kind of like the Magician puts everything into motion. The High Priestess gives the information and the inspiration and the information, and then the Empress kind of births it into the world. So those are like the first three cards of the tarot deck. So they all three play, oh my god, my words, an important role. So the High Priestess here is the keeper of knowledge. Yeah, she is information. So in the recent past for you Pisces, I'm getting that maybe you were doing a lot of self-discovery. Maybe you were doing a lot of learning about a topic that really gave you a lot of interest. It gave you like something to do, like maybe you're reading a book or a course of study that was really keeping in what you were interested with, and I get that you were kind of learning something new on the job, reading like a self-help book. Especially dreamy Pisces are really into more self-improvement. You guys are the culmination of all zodiac signs, so you have all those traits within you. So the High Priestess in the past position means that as you're coming into November, you are feeling like you have an authority over some subject matter. You have an authority over information, and information that was given to you by a person, information, something may have come out, someone might have told you something, but I'm getting here that this is more of an empowered feeling. So it could be getting to know yourself, getting to know a subject, going into school. This is around back to school time. Maybe you're doing really well in your studies, you're doing really well at work, and people are kind of coming to you for information, and you're feeling like you know, not that you know it all, but you have it down. And the Temperance card here in the present position is a card of balance. It's a card of moderation, of temperance. Of course, that's what it says. It's a card of kind of juggling things so that it can all keep a steady foundation. So with the High Priestess here and the Temperance card, I had to, it's okay, moments of silence are okay, but I had to like really get clear. It means that you came into some information. You're told something. You're moving into like some type of course of study. I'm seeing like paperwork, but not like overwhelming paperwork. But it's making you feel empowered. It's making you feel like you have more agency over any type of emotional flows you guys have been having. Pisces is a daydreaming card. Pisces at their worst can be moody. So High Priestess here with the Temperance card shows me that you're more in a stable place emotionally speaking. It shows me that you are coming into a place where you know more about yourself or others or your environment. This could be very much, especially if you're watching a tarot reading, very much like self-helpy. So authority over this knowledge, you're incorporating it into your life. Let's say, for instance, if it is self-help, you're incorporating like affirmations, meditations. And the Temperance card here in the present position is that you have reached a certain type of emotional balance. You're doing things in moderation that maybe prior months in 2017 were kind of throwing you off. And October, September, August area has kind of been a period of like restudying, of kind of grinding, not grinding your gears, but kind of settling down and really taking in some type of, I'm going to clarify these because I'm a little bit confused myself, taking in like information that's making you feel a little bit better. But then ending the spread, we have the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords is such a bothersome image. But the Nine of Swords, and all swords really, and especially in this reading, is like a mental game. So the Nine of Swords is panic attacks, it's nightmares, it's depression, but it's all self-imposed. It's all the way that you're choosing to look at something. And I don't speak lightly of people who have depression and anxiety. Hello. Those are just things that come with the package of being human. But it could be you're going through a period. I see Pisces are kind of like readjusting. That's why maybe you were learning. You're going up and down, kind of this ebb and flow of self-healing. You know, you don't like heal a past hurt or past hurts all in one swipe. You can't read one Marianne Williamson book and kind of be done with it. But I do see you guys are trying to get over something. You're trying to reach some type of emotional stasis where you could kind of feel okay. I'm going to clarify these cards. Because the Nine of Swords bothers me because the High Priestess and the Temperance card, both major arcana, and they're both such powerful feminine energies here in the deck. And then to only have it like betrayed by this Nine of Swords. But I'm getting self-studying, self-learning about yourself or others, something. It's keeping you in an emotional balance. You might be trying to moderate your emotions. I always say emotions for this card, and specific to this reading as well, because she's balancing the water. And water in the tarot deck is always indicative of emotions. This is a Sagittarian card, but it could also be a water sign placed prominently in your chart, or someone who is circling around you at the moment. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But yeah, it could be like the Temperance card is you trying to balance your emotions so you don't feel this. And you know, when you go too far in one direction, you might feel this way. And then when you go too far in the other direction, you might feel this way, a little bit more empowered, right? So it's kind of like balancing the two scales, just two sides of the scales. Let me clarify these cards. What do you mean? What do you mean by these cards? Let's see. What are the additional messages here for Pisces? Yeah. Something might have happened. And you're working hard to make sure it doesn't happen again, but you're wobbling. You're wobbling a little. But let's see. I think the ultimate prescription for the Pisces is that it will be okay. I'm sorry that something sad is happening. So to clarify, the High Priestess is the betrayal card of the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords, especially in conjunction with the Nine of Swords, means tens are always the culmination of something, the end of something. So you could have been going through something for the entire of 2017 that was kind of like underground, so like a nuisance, and then maybe in the recent months it came out as a full-blown betrayal, heartbreak, something like that. I didn't address these energies in any of my other videos, so that's why I think it was kind of like a sneak attack. And you're trying to grapple with it. You're trying to get information. Maybe this is also the Secrets card. Secrets could have come out. You're trying to get information from people, why something happened. for example, I know, it's not a Pisces, but I know someone who like randomly lost their job and she's like searching for answers. This could be you. You could have like went through something a little bit like terrifying, and you're like, why? And you're searching for answers. You're asking from the people who were involved, why did this happen? This is in the recent past, so I feel like this has happened and you're kind of getting over it. And clarifying the Temperance card, we have the Three of Pentacles. I didn't see them, but they were up there. But that's the Three of Pentacles card. Three of Pentacles is working hard. And the Three of Pentacles in this, working hard and showing off. So the Three of Pentacles in this deck, I feel like it means like you really are working hard to get the information, to kind of get to this place of emotional security, to be over it, to leave it behind in the past. And it is in the past position here, but to leave it even further behind, because time heals, right? And to get more distance between it is to get more healing and to get more objectivity. So the Three of Pentacles here is like you're working hard to be away from it. You could be working hard as a distraction, putting a little bit more of your energy into your work, into your crafts, into your hobbies that are healing, that are self-care. If you like write or something, getting information and inspiration through poetry, doing any type of creative art that way, you could be veering off to working towards that to achieve some type of emotional balance here. And then in the future position, we have the Page of Wands clarifying the Nine of Swords. So the Page of Wands is, to me, the indicator of a new beginning. So the Pisces, I always feel I get so serious when these serious cards come up. But Pisces, we're going through something, and you did take it upon yourself to not dwell on it, to learn more about it, to learn more about yourself, if it was a self-sabotage type of situation, to really like get in, I really see writing yourself. You're doing something with books, information. I see pen to paper, I see text. Something going through that, working hard in that capacity. Still feeling a little bit off your rockers. You still have these Swords cards, being pained by what happened in the past, a heartbreak, a betrayal. But the sense of a new beginning is coming, and you are getting that through whatever you're working diligently at. So it could be the self-help aspect, or just some type of creative art, working hard. You're working hard at something, but you're doing it in order to escape, not to escape, in order to heal. That's what I get, like a real like self-care type of situation. And I do remember self-care from your September reading. So it could be a continuation of that. So I'm going to pull one more. Sorry, I'm going to pull from the Aboriginal Dreamtime deck here. Actually, you know what? I looked at the timestamp. I try to keep it under 20. I think I can do this. I think we're at 13 right now. I'm going to pull one more card to get closure for this spread because it's a little bit unnerving. Yeah. Let's do that. Pisces want to know when this is going to be over. Pisces want a message that this is going to be okay. Page of Wands is the indicator of that. I forgot to say, pages could always be guys coming in if this was a heartbreak, a new friendship, a new relationship. Fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or I'm forgetting the thirds. Forgetting all the threes. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Alright, so let's do this. I'm going to choose from the bottom of the deck. You're going to see before I do. Emperor. So, the Emperor is the major arcana card of Aries, and he's the father figure of the deck that provides stability. And that's what you want. And it's so perfect here with the Page of Wands, that fire energy. This is the major arcana card of Aries, the fire starter of the zodiac. So I really feel like in November 2017, Pisces have been through it and are reaching a point either through the help of a mentor. This could be the author of whatever book you're reading. This could be, whatever poet. This is like a person circling around you, an energy that is circling around you that is offering stability, that is offering a type of maturity about the situation, that is offering support. So November 2017 for Pisces is really a month of finding stasis, of finding equilibrium, and knowing that it's here and that's kind of already on the way and that it exists. And whatever you're working hard on is what's going to bring it to be. So I'm going to finish. Oh, I've been burping. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. I'm going to finish off this deck, this reading, with the Aboriginal Dreamtime deck. Let's get an overall message here from Spirit about what this means. I got no. Twilight Shadow. I said in the Aquarius video that I'm going to keep using these oracle cards because the same cards keep coming up again, and this is the first time ever that Twilight Shadow has come up, so let's see what that means. Beautiful imagery. Kind of nice. So this is perfect. Often we concentrate our energies on what we can have or can't achieve. And this is when our self-esteem begins to deteriorate and issues start to weigh us down. Forget the problem and look at what you're able to do and are capable of. There are times when our problems are only about our inabilities to see the strengths that we possess. I really feel and know that whatever you're diverting into, working hard on, if it's a self-care thing, if it's a hobby, a creative hobby, that is where your strength is coming from. And to look back on whatever that Ten of Swords was that was giving you heartache is not the way forward. Of course, looking back, you'll never get forward. So what I feel like this Twilight Shadow thing is telling you is that, and that Emperor card that I pulled at the end, that could be the strength that you're accessing in yourself. And the Twilight Shadow card is just saying, don't think about what the problem was, to really look within and to look at what strength that you possess and that you can harness in order to get over whatever was troubling you. So the Twilight Shadow card reminds me of Pisces, and I said this is perfect because it's very dreamy, and you guys are the dreamy sign, and it talks a lot about just in the overall, like what the meaning of the picture means, someone dreaming. And I feel like that is your strength this month, Pisces, and that if you're going through any type of heartache, which it seems that some of you may be, that your strength is going to lie in you harnessing whatever creative, dream-like self-care and self-empowering activities that you can do and that you seem to be working on. And that it will put distance in between you and whatever heartbreak that you've been experiencing. So November is a month of healing for you. And I see that the healing is coming, and it's coming not just to like solve it and to like soothe the crying baby, but the baby keeps crying, it's going to solve it and put an end to it. To good, like cauterizing a wound. It's going to stop bleeding in November. That was weird. That was like a weird thing I just said. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this, and I do hope you tune in for the final month of the year, your December 2017 reading. Yeah, I'll be back here in a month. Drop me a line if you want a private reading. I'm still kind of feeling that out. I haven't given anyone a private reading yet. I'm still kind of just talking back and forth with people to see what they want and what I can offer and all that good stuff. So I hope that you like this and that you like and share and subscribe, and I will see you here back again in a month. Bye.